What's up guys, Axeltoss here with a recap of last night's MVP matches. Yesterday was the first broadcast of the Major League Gaming vs. Proleague Invitational, and we saw some of the game's biggest names clash in some epic battles. The first match saw Huck take on Bisu. Bisu is of course a legendary KESPA Pro who has won 3 MSL titles and placed second at the KESPA Invitational at MLG Anaheim. Huck is a 2-time MLG champion who scored his first victory in 2010 and his second at MLG Orlando in 2011. After losing Game 1, Bisu demonstrated some great micro by outplaying Huck at the ramp near the Canadian's natural. However, Huck eventually overwhelmed the Korean and took his first series of the Invitational 2-0.
There it is!
Micro.
Wow. So Huck with the 2-0 on Bisu.
The second series of the day saw the 2011 MLG Dallas champion Naniwa take on Jaedong. Naniwa scored a huge victory by blinking underneath Jaedong's Broodlords and taking out every single one of them. Jaedong evened up the series by taking the second game with some excellent muta harass.
There it is.
There's almost nothing you can do about it.
Wow, GG there from Naniwa.
The Idra Stork match saw Stork fool Idra by building an assimilator. This led the Zerg to think he had time to drone, when really he should have been preparing for an all-in proxy pylon stalker play. Their second game saw Idra hold off Stork's early aggression and then another massive Zealot drop. However, when Stork marched his forces into Idra's main, the Zerg GG.
There it is. There's the GG from Idra, and Stork is going to take game number 2. He's going to 2-0 Idra.
In the Puma Soulkey match, Soulkey went for an early Nidus Worm, but didn't quite do the damage he hoped. Soulkey made up for his earlier Nidus snafu by getting another one up in Puma's main. Puma held off the attack and pushed on to the late game. Soulkey continued his domination with an amazing fungal that destroyed nearly all of Puma's Vikings, a play which eventually led the Terran to GG.
Oh my gosh, that was a sick fungal. And Soulkey, I think he's going to take this, man. So quickly.
The second game saw Puma take a page out of his opponent's book and decide it was his turn for some early aggression. The Terran's early Hellion and Marauder push was deflected by Soulkey, with Puma only scoring 12 drone kills. Soulkey continued to play well defensively by deflecting Puma's next attack with his Banelings. Puma's third push would be his last one. After his forces were eviscerated by Soulkey, he had no choice but to GG. In the next series, we saw the American Illusion take on Rain. Rain opened their match by deflecting Illusion's Hellion harass and preventing a Doom drop. The final moments of Game 1 saw Rain push with a giant army of Colossi and secure the victory. The second game saw Rain deflect yet another of Illusion's attacks. Another strong defensive play gave Rain an insurmountable advantage. He grabbed the GG and swept the series. Finally, the last match of the day saw Team Liquid Sheth face off against arguably the best Starcraft player on the planet, Flash. Flash lived up to his legend when he held Sheth's push in the opening minutes of their game. The advantage would carry over into the late game, and Flash would go on to take the lead in their series. In their second game, Flash held off a similar attack and defended the Zerg's push with minimum casualties. The late game saw Flash capitalize on a mistake by Sheth and score a massive drone kill. 5 minutes later, Flash maxed out his army, pushed into Sheth's main, and took his first series of the Invitational. At the end of the first week of competition, Sky High, Flash, Sue, and Rain lead the Pro League players with perfect 6-0 records. The North American region has Vibe at the top of its leaderboard with a 3-3 record, and Huck, Select, Hawk, and Major trail close behind with 2-4 records. Finally, Naniwa and MC lead their regions with 4-2 and 5-1 records respectively. Guys, this has been Axeltoss. Make sure to grab your pass and check out the next broadcast airing exclusively on MajorLeagueGaming.com/MVP.